Killer whale, orca. Picture a creature strong enough to flip a 2-ton great white shark like a pancake, drag a 100-ton blue whale to its death, and terrify naval engineers by sinking steel-hulled yachts off the coast of Europe. Now ask yourself the one question that should terrify you most. Why, in all of recorded human history, has this same animal never killed a single person in the wild?
Not once, not ever.
A mature male stretches nearly 10 meters and weighs up to 10 tons, wielding 10-centimeter teeth that interlock like a bear trap and a brain 4 times larger than ours. Off South Africa, orcas ram great whites into tonic immobility and surgically extract their livers. In 2019, pods were filmed coordinating attacks on adult blue whales, drowning them by suffocating their blowholes. So why do they spare us? The answer is echolocation. Their sonar clicks bounce off our bones and thin layer of fat, instantly revealing that we lack the blubber of a seal. We simply do not register as prey. In 1972, a California surfer was bitten in bubble-blinded surf. The orca released him the instant its teeth registered an unfamiliar skeleton. The only humans orcas have ever killed were trainers in captivity, driven mad by decades in concrete tanks. In the open ocean, the deadliest hunter alive chooses, deliberately, not to touch us. Great white shark. Every summer, a single silhouette in the water is enough to clear an entire beach. A torpedo of muscle stretching up to 6 meters, armed with 300 serrated teeth and a bite force strong enough to snap a seal clean in half. But ask any shark scientist a strange question. Is the great white actually hunting you, or just tasting you? It can breach fully out of the water at 40 kilometers per hour to ambush a seal from below, snapping its spine in a single strike. Yet despite roughly 100 million interactions with humans in the water every year, fatal attacks remain astonishingly rare, fewer than 5 worldwide annually. The reason lies in silhouette and biology. From beneath, a paddling human on a surfboard casts the same outline as a seal, triggering an investigatory strike. But the moment the shark's jaws close, it tastes bone, muscle, and almost no fat, nothing like the blubber-rich seal it expected. Most human encounters end in a single test bite, before the shark releases and swims away, unimpressed by the meal. Statistically, you are more likely to be killed by a vending machine, a cow, or a champagne cork than a great white. The ocean's most feared predator is not a mindless killer. It is a picky, curious taster that decided, almost every single time, that humans simply are not worth the calories.
Bull shark.
Somewhere right now, this shark could be swimming 1,000 kilometers from the nearest ocean, through flooded city streets, golf course ponds, or the same river where children are swimming. It carries higher testosterone levels than any other animal on Earth, a stocky, aggressive predator able to survive in both saltwater and freshwater thanks to a unique kidney and gland system that filters salt straight from its blood. This adaptation lets it swim thousands of kilometers up rivers like the Amazon, the Ganges, and even the Mississippi, placing it closer to human settlements than any other large shark. With one of the strongest bite forces relative to body size in the animal kingdom, it is an opportunistic feeder, eating fish, dolphins, and virtually anything it can catch in the murky water it prefers. This murkiness is key to understanding its rare human encounters. Bull sharks hunt largely by smell and vibration in low-visibility water, meaning most bites on humans are cases of mistaken, split-second identification rather than deliberate predation. A human offers a poor energy trade, high-risk, low-fat reward, compared to a fish or turtle. Once a bull shark realizes the object in its jaws is not typical prey, it typically disengages immediately. Its notorious reputation comes largely from geography. It simply shares more water with people than any other apex shark, not from any special hunger for human flesh. Tiger shark. Nicknamed the garbage can of the sea, the tiger shark has been found with license plates, tires, and even armor in its stomach, a testament to one of the most indiscriminate appetites in the ocean. Reaching up to 5 meters with distinctive juvenile stripes and serrated teeth built to crush turtle shells, it hunts primarily at night using acute electroreception to detect the faintest movements in total darkness. Its power move is turtle predation, one of the only sharks capable of shattering a sea turtle's shell in a single bite. So why doesn't this indiscriminate eater treat humans as just another meal? Marine biologists point to curiosity over hunger. Because tiger sharks lack hands, they investigate unfamiliar objects by mouthing them, much like a dog. Most human bites are exploratory taste tests, not predatory attacks, and the shark typically releases immediately upon realizing the object is not a turtle or fish. Hawaii's higher incident rate is explained not by aggression but by overlap. Tiger sharks patrol the same turtle-rich coastal zones where surfers congregate. The world's most notorious scavenger, it turns out, treats humans less like prey and more like a strange object worth a single curious nibble before moving on. Sperm whale. The sperm whale is the largest predator with teeth to ever exist, diving over 2,000 meters into total darkness to battle giant squid using the loudest biological sound on the planet, clicks powerful enough to stun prey at close range. An adult male can reach 20 meters and possesses the largest brain of any animal in Earth's history. Despite generations of humans hunting them nearly to extinction with harpoons, sperm whales have shown remarkable restraint toward people in the water. Their echolocation instantly identifies a human's bone density and body composition as biologically irrelevant, nothing resembling squid or fish. Historical whaling logs even describe sperm whales calmly circling swimmers and divers with apparent curiosity rather than aggression, despite being actively hunted by that same species. The rare instances of sperm whales ramming boats, most famously the sinking of the whaleship Essex in 1820, were defensive responses to harpoon attacks, not predatory hunting behavior. Their matriarchal pods, deep social bonds, and click-based communication reveal a creature of profound intelligence that distinguishes threat from prey with startling precision. An animal capable of stunning a giant squid with sound alone has, time and again, chosen not to turn that power on us. Giant Pacific octopus. With 3 hearts, blue copper-based blood, and the intelligence to solve mazes and unscrew jars from the inside, the giant Pacific octopus is one of the ocean's strangest apex hunters. Its arm span can stretch over 6 meters, lined with more than 2,000 suckers, each capable of tasting whatever it touches. It ambushes crabs and fish with a venomous bite and can instantly shift color and texture to vanish against any surface. Despite this raw physical power, divers routinely describe encounters with giant Pacific octopuses as curious rather than threatening. Solitary and non-territorial toward large, unfamiliar shapes like humans, the octopus investigates through touch and taste instead of aggression, often reaching out a single arm to explore before retreating into its den. It has no evolutionary reason to view something our size as prey, and confrontation carries real risk for a soft-bodied animal with no bones to protect it. The rare defensive bites recorded happen only when a diver grabs or corners one, delivering a mild, non-lethal venom purely to escape, not to feed. Behind the alien strength and shape-shifting camouflage lies a genuinely shy, investigative temperament, a predator that would rather examine you than ever consider you a meal. Moray eel. With a snake-like body reaching 3 meters and jaws that seem to menacingly gape open and shut, the moray eel looks like a nightmare pulled from the reef. That gaping motion is simply how it breathes, not a threat display. Its most alien feature is a second set of jaws hidden in its throat, called pharyngeal jaws, which launch forward to drag prey down in one violent motion, a mechanism found in no other predator on Earth. Nearly blind, it relies on smell to ambush fish from crevices in the coral. Its rare bites toward humans are almost never predatory. Morays are fiercely territorial about their dens, and most incidents occur when divers hand-feed them, causing the eel to mistake fast-moving fingers for a fish. Left undisturbed, it simply retreats deeper into the reef rather than confront a diver. Its reputation for menace comes almost entirely from its face and jaw mechanics, not from any real hunting interest in humans. Giant grouper. Weighing up to 400 kilograms and stretching nearly 2.7 meters, the giant grouper is one of the largest bony fish on any reef, famous for a vacuum-like suction gulp so powerful it can swallow a small shark whole in a fraction of a second. Despite this terrifying capability, giant groupers are frequently described by divers as gentle, curious, almost dog-like, often following the same diver for an entire dive session. Their territorial instinct extends to protecting a patch of reef, but rarely translates into aggression toward humans, who are simply too large to be suctioned in like typical prey. Many populations near dive sites have grown habituated to human presence, associating divers with food rather than competition. There are no confirmed fatal attacks on humans by giant groupers anywhere in the historical record, an extraordinary fact for a fish capable of inhaling prey nearly its own size. A creature engineered to swallow sharks whole has, instead, become one of the reef's most famously friendly giants. 9. Greenland shark. Deep in the freezing Arctic, the Greenland shark drifts at barely 1 kilometer per hour, yet it is believed to be the longest living vertebrate on Earth, with some individuals estimated at nearly 400 years old, meaning sharks alive today were already swimming before the invention of the telescope. Reaching lengths of 6 to 7 meters, its flesh is naturally toxic, a chemical adaptation to the crushing pressure of depths beyond 2,000 meters. Despite its extreme slowness, it is a stealth predator, ambushing sleeping seals in near-total darkness and scavenging whale carcasses on the seafloor. There is no recorded case, ever, of a Greenland shark attacking a human, making it arguably the safest large shark species alive. This isn't restraint so much as circumstance. Its icy, remote habitat means almost zero overlap with human activity, and its glacially slow metabolism gives it little reason to chase a fast-moving target like a diver. Ancient, nearly invisible, and utterly uninterested in us, it stands as quiet proof that not every giant in the deep is something to fear.